Hi there, my name is Ivan Ang and I'm the founder of Leadership Signature Coach, and I'm also an accredited coach, trainer and speaker with the John Maxwell team. Now, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever thought about what it would take for you to become a leader, to break through any leadership ceiling that you may have at this present moment that's holding you back from achieving and becoming the leader that you could potentially be? Well, look, the thing is that when I train emerging leaders, when I coach them, the starting point for me is at the very beginning, which is how do you lead yourself before you actually try to lead others. Now, I know that a lot of people who want to become a leader, who would like to be able to be regarded as a leader, look at others around them and say, wow, gee whiz, this guy's been lucky in terms of their progression throughout the company, or have been able to climb the corporate ladder so quickly because of X, Y, Z reasons. And a lot of times they put it down to luck, don't they? I once come across a wonderful definition of luck, which I love, which says that luck is the intersection between opportunity and preparation. And isn't it so true? The thing is that, when opportunity presents itself, you want to be prepared to be able to take it up with both hands and really run with it at the right time. So what I wanted to ask you is, how do you make sure that you do that? How do you make sure that you're as prepared as you potentially could be when the right opportunity comes, so that you can be one of those people that you currently admire or aspire to become more like? And so that's something that I want you to start thinking about, because I believe that success doesn't happen by accident. There's a formula to it, and there's something that you need to learn as part of your journey. Because I know that I've done it the hard way. I wish that someone had come along beside me at the very beginning to show me or to tell me that there was actually a way to develop myself so that I can actually become better and reach my full potential. But I didn't. Now, one of those people that I have learned substantially from is John Maxwell himself. And John Maxwell wrote this book called The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. And I can tell you, having gone through this book and having taught this book to others and to executives, I can see my life throughout in terms of all the things that I've gone through that I should have picked up on and I could have applied if I had a resource like this at the very, very beginning when I first started work. In fact, even before I started work, I'm talking about, I wish I had something like this when I was back at school, but obviously it wasn't written back then, so I couldn't have, but now it is. So I wanted to just take you through some of the valuable lessons in this particular book today, and I just want to quickly share a couple with you, if you don't mind. And one of them is the law of awareness, and John Maxwell says this. He says that you must know yourself to grow yourself. And isn't that so true? In fact, the thing is, I call it your leadership signature. How do you know what's unique about you? What do you know about yourself in order for you to develop yourself and grow yourself and be able to use that in a meaningful way? So the law of awareness, isn't that great? Now, another one, let me take you through another one. Another one is called the law of the mirror. And the law of the mirror says this. John Maxwell says, you must see value in yourself to add value to yourself. Isn't that so true? The thing is, so often when I talk to especially younger up-and-coming executives or people who are just entering the workforce, I mentor some of these young adults who are entering the workforce or wanting to develop and develop themselves, and as well as to climb that corporate ladder that we talked about before. And at the very beginning, they don't see the value in themselves. They don't realize that they have something to add, something of value to be able to offer others. So inevitably, they begrudge their learning experiences be they 18 or 80. The thing is that they don't realize that they have a lot more to offer than they originally thought. So, so unless you see value in yourself, how can you add value to yourself? So that's one of the things that we look at as part of a particular program that I'll tell you a little bit more about. Now, let me go through another one with you. I love this one. It's called the Law of the Rubber Band, and the Law of the Rubber Band says this: growth stops when you lose the tension between where you are and where you could be. That is so wonderful, because if you think about a rubber band. The thing is that you had a rubber band between your two hands at this present moment. The further apart they are, the greater the tension, isn't it? So the thing is that actually implies that the further away from where you could be, that tension is greater. But the closer you are, that tension is not that great, is it? So the thing is that unless you're pushing yourself, you're pushing yourself out and making sure that you're continuously striving to be that much better, that tension is no longer there. Now, if the tension is no longer there, you stop growing. And if you stop growing, the thing is that you're not developing yourself. So that's something that we actually go through in greater detail as part of this course. Now, just a couple more. The next one is the law of modeling. It says it's hard to improve when you have no one but yourself to follow, and I like that. So imagine this. The thing is that if you only have yourself to follow, firstly, it's a very lonely place. And the thing is that it could be quite boring as well, depending on who you are. I'm just kidding. But so in terms of if you have no one else to follow, the thing is, think about it. How do you know that you're doing things right? How do you know that there isn't a better way to do something? The list of technical skills, let alone personal skills, comes to mind. So the thing is that think areas that you could potentially be developing. This is something that I'm working on. Is obviously my speaking and communication skills, my influencing skills, my leadership skills, and so and also my coaching skills, obviously. And so the thing is that what I wanted to share with you is that if you have people that you are modeling yourself on, you have someone to learn from and to be able to benefit from their experiences as well. Okay, so just one more that I want to share with you, and it's actually the final one in the book. It's called the Law of Contribution. And the Law of Contribution says this: growing yourself enables you to grow others. And that's something that you've got to be aware of. The thing is that unless you're continuously growing yourself, unless you're building on your experiences, building on what I call banking your experiences as part of your leadership signature, how can you start to grow others? How can you share those? It's out of an abundance of experiences that you have that you can then start to begin to share with others. So I just wanted to quickly take you through that. That's just 5 of the laws out of 15 that we go through as part of a particular course, or what I call a mastermind group, which I wanted to tell you a little bit more about. So in my next video, what I want to do is to share with you a little bit more about my story as to how I went from someone who pretty much had my dreams shattered when I was back at school to learning and growing and owning my so learning and growing as a financial advisor, but also going on from there to owning and growing my own boutique wealth management practice, which I subsequently sold, and I have learnt so much from that particular experience. So I wanted to share a little bit more about that particular journey with you as well. And I also want to share with you what I've already mentioned, which is what I'm going to be doing is running a mastermind on the 15 invaluable laws of growth. And so I want to tell you a little bit more about what masterminding is about and what's involved. It is an exceptional way to learn and to be in the right environment to grow and develop yourself. And if you've never been a part of a mastermind before, it's something that you want to make sure that you participate in and join. So I want to tell you a little bit more about that in my next video as well. So if you'd like to find out a little bit more, if you'd like to find out about, as I said, my journey, and as well as a bit more about that mastermind, please click on the link to this to register so that I can send you out the next video. And yeah, and I'd love to be able to take you on my journey so that I can actually see how I can actually make a difference to you. And here, just to close off, I just want to make sure that I'd like to ask you to do me a favor. The thing is that if you're anything like me, you would know of others who you believe could be doing so much more with themselves, or they're not reaching their full potential. They have so much more to offer. And so if you know someone like that, could you please do me a favor? Could you please send in a link to this particular video so that they can actually watch it, or share it on social media and see as to what you can actually do to bring them along and help them, and both of you participate in the mastermind group so that you can both grow and develop yourselves and reach that full potential that I believe that you can actually achieve if you just know the formula, as I said earlier on in this particular video, the step-by-step process as to what you need to do to develop yourself, so that you can actually break through that leadership ceiling and achieve everything that you've ever wanted to achieve in your life, and as well as to be able to add value to others around you. So until then, I look forward to catching you on the next video. Be your best today for an even better tomorrow, and I'll see you real soon.